Hey everyone, welcome back to Path of Exile, and in today's content it's time to conclude this absolute chat of a character. In today's video we'll go over the last few changes I did to the Impaling split arrow champion that I showcased on Sunday, and I'll show you the Conquerors and Sirus on Awakener level 8. And if you saw the last video with its short endgame showcase, you can probably guess how smooth those boss fights ended up being. As always, if you are new around here, be sure to hit that subscribe button and join us on the channel. Otherwise, a rating and a comment help spread the content to the masses. And as it has become tradition recently, I'll be timestamping the video so that you can skip the commentary portion and jump straight into the gameplay if that's what you choose to do in the end. But besides that, let's talk about the changes that I wanted to do that I didn't do in the end, and that comes in the critical strike chance department of the weapon. I wanted to replace the crit roll with a higher one by using Viper grains from the Harvest Garden, but after investing into 2 plops of grain seeds, Viper grain seeds, I was only able to get a single replace a critical modifier with a new critical modifier out of all that investment, which is why I decided not to play the dice and hopefully, not break my weapon by getting something worse than I am currently gunning with, which is why in the end I decided to invest into an Orb of Storms with a power charge on crit setup. While we are fighting bosses, we get to spam our Barrage and we plop down a Orb of Storms, which hopefully is gonna generate a couple of power charges, and just 2 or 1 power charge alone are enough to bump the DPS of this character considerably, and if you get the 3 power charges while fighting a boss, you're probably gonna melt that monster in seconds, which is why I actually advise investing into this little setup, because at the end of the day it's 2 gem sockets which we do have space for after doing some changes here and there. But besides that, I also enchanted my diamond flask with increased effect and -1% to this value when used, which I actually recommend doing, but during single target stuff, aka stuff such as maybe if you're fighting the Uber Elder, maybe if you're fighting Sirus, if you're gonna fight the Cortex, specifically the boss, and you have the time to go out and enchant your flask, because let's be real, by the time you're done playing in the day, you're probably gonna run out of that enchantment as it slowly chips down while you use the flask. So yeah, absolutely enchant this if you're gonna fight a boss fight, but besides that, maybe you don't want to invest into the enchantment, unless you've got a surplus of seeds that give you that enchantment non-stop. Besides that, I replaced these 2 medium cluster jewels because they were wrong. Originally they had streamlined and eye to eye, and that is not what we want. We actually want repeater and eye to eye, because repeater is giving us projectile damage and attack and cast speed, while streamlined only gives us projectile damage and projectile speed, which is kinda useless. But yeah, that's pretty much the changes I did to this character, and all in all, if you're gonna play him, I absolutely recommend not skimping down on the investment. It does require a little bit of investment, both in the time department and also in the gear department. Try to craft a lot of the gear that you're gonna use in this character, because at the end of the day, it is a crafting league, and there's nothing more satisfying than crafting your own gear and not having to depend of what people are overpricing in the trade website. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this character, and for the next one I'm thinking another champion. Yes, I know that that's the 3rd duelist in a relatively short span of time, but I'm still gonna give that a try because I wanted to do something with the Savior and a Witch, but at the end of the day that really wasn't going anywhere, which is why we're gonna play again as a champion. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this character, that's gonna be it for this video, and if you enjoyed this last, conclusion on the character, be sure to hit that subscribe button if you are new around here. Otherwise, a rating and a comment help spread the video to the masses. With that being said, that's it for me today, and thank you so much for watching again. I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a nice start of your weekend, considering that it is Thursday, my dudes. And yeah, take care, have a nice weekend, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace out.
real challenge. You've finally caught my attention. Die.
Why? What's the point?
The others found strength in their projections. They became reliant on them. I am not so foolish. Die.
I have seen your
Be silent.
Your lives are meaningless! Obliteration!
I can't do this just yet.
Pointless!
Is life really interesting enough to warrant all this pain?